This is part 2 of my video. We are going to go into create the interior walls of this floor plan that's made with the use of the Multiline tool. You can find this particular project as part of 8.3. You can find a PDF of this. If you want to preview it, I'll download it so I can refer to the drawings that you might need to go to. And this is what we're going to make. We've done the perimeter wall in the last video, and this time we're going to hit these interior ones, and we're going to anchor the wall to its outside perimeter. So let's get going. Bring up our drawing of the wall I just made with Multiline tool, and I have inserted green to show it so it'll pop out when you see it. So we're going to begin drawing. I have my setup already, but in case you need to review, you can choose your Multiline tool. Make sure that you choose justification, which is top, scale, type in 1, and style is wall. That way you'll have a consistent line, otherwise it'll be a very huge line. So let's get going. We've done that. This time I'm going to change the justification for interior walls to the bottom. And I'm going to choose snap to midpoint. I've loaded my snaps from the last video from the toolbar that you can access here. Toolbars, AutoCAD, down here, object snaps for review. Okay, I clicked my button when I didn't want to, so let's go back again. If I hit spacebar, the last command that's in there is going to show up. So here I go. Snap to midpoint. And it's locating that midpoint with my snaps. Make sure your snaps are on here. Make sure that you have the appropriate snap that you need. Okay. Or you can take this toolbar, and this actually forces the snap to be the most current. So there it is with the midpoint. I can go below it and see it, move it out. You're going to create a 10-foot wall. So let's push out. I'm dynamic, meaning I'm going to go in that direction and go ahead and insert the size. Let's zoom in. I have these little connector parts, and that's a button that you can choose. It helps me to see the connection. Now I'm going to go back to the way the book likes to do it. This is a dynamic input. 0, 1. This is from the book. 1 inch, and you have to be very exact. It doesn't forgive you very easily. So let's click enter, and I got it. Okay, I'm still connected. Book says to right click to enter. I know I've had some success because I have green. And then consider this joint. We're going to come back and fix this. Doesn't look like trouble now, but it could be later. So we'll come back and fix this. Now comes the other side. We're going to create the vertical height above the wall. We're going to hit the spacebar to repeat the last command. And we're going to select Multiline tool. Okay, we'll enter relative coordinates. Okay, the book's a little vague on what it wants me to do next. It says just put it anywhere because you're gonna change it later. So I will go ahead and draw the next line. Okay, we're gonna hit space bar. Wrong thing coming up, so I will choose Multiline again, and I'm gonna pick up where I left off. We're gonna choose this end. And it's telling me that I need to make a door opening. So I'm going to choose this endpoint. And let's see if I can do this using its tool. So I'm going to snap to endpoint. And then I'm going to snap to the new point. And the offset, I'm doing an offset through commands. And so now I'm going to get that door opening at 0.2 foot 8 inches. Every number has to be in there. You have to double check your work before you click enter, because you could lose it all. Okay, let's try it again. 0.2 foot 8 inches. Enter. Okay, it made this, it jumped the gap. Okay, and now it says just run this out. Just run this out, because we're going to trim it and it doesn't matter. So I'm going to accept that. I'm going to take enter. If you have troubles, right, you can always do an everyday offset. You don't have to make it incredibly hard on yourself. Object, we want specify the distance. This is just a little side hack. 2 foot 8 inches, so you don't get too hung up. And you can just do a single line and then go back to your double line, in case you can't make this combination of snap from, snap to, and have that done. It takes a little practice, to be honest. I'm only just now kind of understanding that. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, now it asks me to hit the space bar, multi-line command. We're there. I'm going to choose a new justification. Let's hit escape, draw, multi-line, new justification. And it wants us to choose top. Okay. Okay, so now it wants us to fix this little joinery. So I'm going to go back here and try that same stunt again. Multi-line. I'm going to go snap from this point, snap to this other point, and now I'm going to tell it that it's the width of that door opening. So here I go again. Everything has to be perfect at 2 foot 8 inches, comma, 0, enter. Okay, try it again. Well, I'm still in the command. 2 foot. I see the problem. I had somehow indicated that that was 1/8 of an inch, comma, 0, enter. Okay, I got it. It jumped the gap, and now I take this out beyond the wall because I'm going to trim, and I choose enter. Okay, so far so good. Let's see, now I check my work, go back to your page, check your work. I've done this, I've taken this beyond, I've jumped a gap here and made this. I see there's some more work to do. Okay, and that'll take figuring out on your part, and I'll leave that as part of that's undisclosed in this video to see if you can do it. And let's go back and look at the modify tools that we need to trim this. We're going to join walls using multi-line edit. So let's find it. It's in the modify. Anytime we change things, we're going to go to a modify. We're going to go to the object. We're going to choose multi-line. Then we get this nice palette. A palette that tells us the things that we can do, and most likely we want to have a smooth join. And it says select open T. Select the first M line. Okay. Pick the horizontal first. Let's zoom in and see what happens. Horizontal. Pick second M line. Vertical. Click. And look, it joined it smoothly, made it into one particular joint. Okay. Open T automatically appears, so let's see. Let's go try this other one. So we're going to do our toolbar. Open T somehow remembers itself. Choose Now, is this going to be opposite? Is it going to be the vertical? Or just have to try vertical? Okay, I just lucked out, got the right combination. Let me go down here. Hit the toolbar. It will, second time I punch it, it shows up. I'm going to choose penetrating line, then line, and I got it. Okay. This line is drawing. I don't think this line shows up because I chose that. I can erase these. Okay, and okay, so we will try that. Let me go back to that M-line edit tool again. Let's go to Modify, Object, Multiline, and just take a look at some things that can happen. We can round. I could fix that corner joint that I've added. I could have a closed T, and this might indicate that maybe this is brick and this is wood, and so it's two materials that will not penetrate and become one unit. This could be concrete, where maybe the two forms are joined and it is one solid wall. You can do the merged cross. You could make things fit. This is important to cut all, because it'll give you a clean opening like is shown in here. So those are things that you can look at. Alright, so I have left you with some interior walls that you may use this first part as a template to come up, and you're going to create this wall, 9'7", 5'8", 2 foot opening, and try to use the tools, the multi-line tools, to make these smooth joints. So with that, I'll close with this particular portion of 8.3.